Who is doing all this? From my research, I concluded that it is people like the US military, the Pentagon, international governments, rogue nations, and global corporations. And there's one name that I want to give you to research for yourself, and that is DynCorp. DynCorp is a semi-military organization, has also ties with commercial airlines, and they have patents on vaccines. So interesting. Well, who? Well, this darling, Mr. Brzezinski, Obama's teacher, he said in 1970, technology will make available to the leaders of major nations techniques for conducting secret warfare, of which only a bare minimum of the security forces need to be appraised. In fact, I think they have only to warn one official. That's it. And that official can keep his mouth shut, so nobody knows. We don't know. We don't hear about it. And techniques of weather modifications could be employed to produce prolonged periods of drought or storm. Yes. This is the document that was mentioned earlier also, and the interesting thing is it was written in 1996, and it was created because in that period there was for the first time computer power to compute huge plans that you want to make. So with these same Cray computers with Oracle 8i software, they reverse engineered the 1918 flu virus, which is very similar to the H1N1. And also they had this document with 6 different scenarios, plans. What do we do here in 1996 to have this or that outcome in 2025? And in one of the 6 scenarios,
the Air Force conducted a study starting in 1993. It was called in vitro toxicity of aluminum nanoparticles in rat alveolar macrophages. That's a real fancy way of saying testing the effect of aluminum nanoparticles on the white blood cells in the little air sacs in your lung, the alveoli. And what they found in this 8-year study was that these particles, when you're exposed to them long enough, it suppresses the ability of your white blood cells to defend you from airborne infections coming into your lungs. So it suppresses your immune system. But they also found that these same particles, once they get into your system, they can actually go through the barrier in each one of the cells. They get inside the cells, and these particles can actually suppress the ability of mitochondria, which are in the cells that help to gobble up toxins and things that will be harmful to the nucleus and the reproduction process of the cells in your body. These processes are suppressed, and so essentially by breathing this material in, your immune system is dramatically suppressed.
I wrote to the federal government because Air Force wrote a book, and on the first page of the book they said, we're going to control the weather by the year 2025. I asked them, what are they doing spraying these chemicals on the public? I said it was violation of United States Code 50 USC 1520, which prohibits the American government from experimenting on the U.S. citizens with chemical agents. I said that law also requires who's ever experimenting, when the federal government does it, that they have to report to Congress within 30 days. They wrote back, they said they don't know what I'm talking about. We have enough evidence that there's a spraying going on all over the place.
We were warned about the takeover of our freedoms by the military-industrial complex by both Eisenhower and Kennedy.